hanging out here. Got Bando over here. Whoop, there he is. Oh, wait, where'd my thumb go? Hold on. Can you make my thumb reappear on your side?
Yeah, hang on.
Now that's teamwork if I've never seen it. That's just funny. But that's good stuff right there. We got to get the same knife and do that with like a knife and make it like
Yeah, I'm starting to get more of these. They're like I think they're like under $50 or under $60 at least, but they're little baby banters. And these are I have an extra one that I'm probably gonna do my giveaway. That's probably the knife that I'm gonna give away for my 200 sub giveaway.
Oh heck yeah. Yeah, that's a nice looking one. Just looking to see, we got a couple people on here now. We'll see if we get a couple people in chats. Everybody let us if you can hear us all right and whatnot. You can see us and hear both of us, everything like that. But we wanted to pop in. Yeah, we wanted to pop in and show you guys some EDC stuff, some gear, different things that we've used over the years. Oh yeah, I got this one in my pocket still. Just tried and true and tested, old school, new school, all the different stuff. Things like that,
Yeah, I love the arc filled line. I'm big on it. That's why I had to get the pro. But
how do you like the pro so far?
I like it a lot. It doesn't scratch, and it feels lighter than this one. Actually, it feels lighter than the one with just the UV and the flashlight.
Oh yeah, and it's got that little. I see that the angle front there, and it's I think a couple hundred lumens brighter, isn't it?
Oh, it's quite a bit brighter. Quite a bit brighter. Like 1400 lumens, I think, and this one's like I don't even know if this one's 1,000 because this was one of the first generation arc felds.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. I use this one literally daily. It is in my pocket. It gets used for work, outside of work. I've said multiple times that I should have been born with one of these things like embedded in my forehead and just had a straight up light, you know what I mean? Like Cyclops or something going on because I pretty much don't take this off.
Let me pull my headlamp out. I'll have to show you my new one. I'll have to see what you think about it because it's
hey, what's up, Tommy?
Definitely a little bit different. We got people in the chat.
There we go. Tommy popped in. We go. So now we know the chat's working. That's what's up.
Nice.
Yeah, I think you have the same black diamond, don't you? Oh, you have the newer version, I think, of this one. This is the old Revolt.
It's got the the battery storage is different.
Yep.
You could do I guess you can do like a battery pack, and you can do the Duracells like this, or so it's like dual power source. So you can do a rechargeable.
Oh yeah, this one has that. Yours didn't have that in there.
You should be able to do that with yours.
I don't think so. I think yours didn't have that in the back cover, so this would prohibit it to hold the batteries in. This is the older style. I don't think you can get these anymore. They're like discontinued. I wish I found this one and another one on Amazon for $40 a couple years ago, and I wish I would have bought a lot more.
Such a good deal.
They're not super bright, 300 lumens, but I like the quick touch button on the side, and then they do go to red mode, strobe mode, all that kind of stuff. So there's red there.
Let me see if I can get mine in a couple of different modes here.
I thought we were carrying similar headlamps. The Fenix. I gotta check those out. Oh yeah, now I see yours better. I'm looking on the side screen. Ooh, I like that, Bando. That's a nice. I bet that is a lot brighter than this one for sure.
I just blinded myself. I can't really see. Flashed myself with my own flashlight. Here we go.
Now we got a couple more people on here too. I want to introduce my guest here. This is Bando. Bando Picks. He's got a sticker over there, his logos and stuff. He does picking, EDC stuff, knives. Been gearing more towards the knife stuff lately, and has a really cool channel. Does a lot of cool openings, unboxing, stuff like that, and is pretty much right on the top of the market. Like staying up with the trends, what's in, what's not, and stuff like that. What's hot. go check it over. Bando's hot. Go check out his channel. Go subscribe if you haven't, and go give him a little bit of love. Check his videos out. So we're just gonna
I
go
think
through some stuff tonight and have a little fun with some knives and some other gear.
I think this knife here is going to be the knife for everybody to get for their dad or their uncle for Christmas because it's cheap, budget friendly, and such a little slicey little knife. Let me get a little piece of paper and show you. It's slicey.
Yeah, did you get that at Walmart? Because I know they sell Civivi, or you had to buy that online? Because I went to my local store
I
today,
bought
and
this directly from Civivi because they just dropped the baby
oh, nice.
banters, and they are available. They're make sure I'm not messing up the name here. They are designed by Ben Peterson, and he's the guy that owns NAFs,
Oh, sweet.
and so his designs are just
Already speak for themselves. Yeah.
that thing is just razor sharp and just let me see. Let me
Yeah.
get an overall length on it, Joe.
You were talking about the other day. I saw your unboxing on it, and you were talking about, I think, if I'm not mistaken, adding a clip to that one for a different carry option. Is
Yeah,
that the
I
one
was
you were saying?
thinking this one here. I don't necessarily like the back clip. It's not bad. I've been using it more than I thought I would. Just been
Yeah.
carrying it on the belt, just up and down vertical, and I wish it just had like a pocket clip because I go into like the courthouse or something like that, places the post office and places that you're not supposed to bring sharp objects, and I like to take them off. I mean, like going into the election, I don't think anybody would want me to have a whole bunch of knives on me. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, that's true.
I try
Yeah,
to
everybody
attend.
seems to be.
I like to be able to take them on and off. That would be my only gripe about that. But other than that, like the sheath is perfect. They did the holes
You
perfect
have
for
an
it.
example of the clip you were talking about that you were mentioning the other day to show that, or even one on another case by chance, or
Yes. So this is the deep concealed carry clip, DCC clip,
okay, yeah,
and this is the smaller one. It's just got one rivet. So the one that I would probably get for this has like two holes, and so I would like utilize two holes and maybe cant it just a little bit to keep that clip away from the handle.
that's definitely nice points. Yeah, I
Kind of
figured
like
you had
how
an example of it.
these are kind of canted a little bit. You can see it on this one, especially like this one's canted.
Oh, yep.
And it helps you get to the handle a little bit better when it's in your pocket when that's canted a little bit. But
I
that's an
was thinking
Alti
I
clip.
had one.
Alti clips, from what I hear, I haven't had the problem, but from what I hear, they rust here in Florida. But I haven't had that problem, so I don't know what people are doing, like going swimming with their knives or something. But I don't know.
Yeah, maybe going out in the salt water or something like that and getting them exposed.
Yeah, I don't like. I have a knife. I have knives for that. You know what I mean? Like this guy right here would probably be. I'd probably just stick this back in its Kydex sheet that it came with, and this is a ESE Cincillo and Magna Cut, and I would probably just stick this for doing some water sports activities or anything like that, getting around gators. You never know.
This is the only dive knife I have. I was looking for it once you just said that. I had to go dig in.
Oh, that's nice. That's super nice.
It's a Gerber style one, or Gerber made. It has a
Yeah, they don't.
sharpener. If you
They,
undo this, there's a sharpener there, but you gotta, take the sheath off to use it. So, but I'll open it up here and show you, and it's pretty intense. It's a nicely made dive knife with a nice punch point on the end, drop point. I don't know what exactly you would call that, but well, I know what term I want to say, but I probably shouldn't say it on here. But yeah, it's got a nice rubber grip on it. I mean, that's a solid hip knife right there. It has all the straps. The back of the straps have rubber on them, rubberized grip. So it makes it really nice for your wetsuit options. I was doing some snorkeling for a while there, and was wearing this just in case I got caught up in some rope or webbing or fishnet, something like that in the river, moving fast stream. So I had this strapped on me, and I imagine it's good for saltwater. I got to do a little research on it.
What's
Picked
the
it up.
blade steel? Probably like D2 or something like that. It probably is. Probably hold up
Portland,
pretty good.
Oregon,
And it's
USA.
got like a DLC coating on it. That's pretty sweet.
And it's got the holes in it so you could tie it on, use it like a spear or something. Yeah, it
Yeah,
doesn't say
that's
what it
awesome.
is. But believe it or not, I
Zombie
picked this up.
apocalypse have to use it for a spear or something. That's sick. Yeah.
I picked this up for $40, believe it or not. I mean,
That's a steal. That's a steal. You buy that all day long.
yeah, I'd buy 20 of them
There's
and give
very
you
few.
one.
There's very few knives that I won't buy for $40. That's like
Yeah,
seems to be my. That seems to be my like. Well, I'll try it. I mean, stage. You know what I mean? At $40. I did check out a $60 knife from Walmart, and it was a Kershaw, and
yeah.
I returned it because I cut like a piece of paper and I could already see the finish kind of looking a little weird on the blade. It had
Oh wow.
like a brush finish like you would use sandpaper and like move it all in one direction, with on the
Yeah,
sandpaper, and it creates like a finish like that. And the problem with that is you go to cut something and it messes that up easily, very easy. You know what I mean? So you want
yeah. That's
something,
unfortunate.
like with at least a satin finish on it.
Yeah, something like this one, for instance, I think would be what you're nice.
Yeah, satin finish. Oh yeah. What's that? A Spyderco Delica?
Sorry, trying to get here.
That's a sweet
I do
knife.
believe I forget what model handles exactly, but it's I love when they put golden Colorado USA Earth. I always tell
Oh,
people
that's
that's a
cool.
reminder knives are so out of this world. They got to stamp it on it that they're made in this planet. And I forget the designer. He's the one that made these series. I have a couple of them, but I believe that's his signature on there as well for this series. I'm
Oh,
bad
wow,
with that
cool.
stuff. Like I have the boxes and stuff set aside and written over there, but this one's normally in my chest rig, so I had to
Yeah,
pull it out to put it
I
in
had a hard time
here.
remembering Ben Peterson's name, and he's a legend, so I'm probably gonna get a lot of shit from that. So
Yeah, like Ken O'Ryan, some other people. Yeah, there's a lot of
yeah, yeah.
nice
There's some
designers out
the
there.
guys from Chavez and stuff like that. They're legends.
Yeah, definitely.
That's
Well,
probably my next Grail knife. I'm probably gonna get a Chavez, I think.
nice. Yeah, you got a nice selection of stuff. I really like. Well, like, show us some other stuff. What else you got going on over there?
This is I like carrying this one daily. I carry this in my sling bag in the back of it, and it's a Tor Serpent S. And it's kind of like they used to have just the Tor Serpent. Well, they did some, and you can see the Kydex is like gray on the inside. Well, it's also got like a felt liner too, so it doesn't scratch the blade up. And they really
Oh,
did a good job with the Kydex on this. So, but Oak City Leather makes leather sheaths for these too, so I might try out like a deep pocket leather sheath that only sticks out like this much, above my thumb there.
yep.
So
Yeah, I
I've
like
been
the
thinking
thumb
about that.
hole on that too, on the end or lanyard hole, whatnot. Like there are a lot of uses for knives like that.
It's great. It's great for pew pew retention. So you
Yeah,
go, you go for your pew pew, and you can still hold your knife together and
yeah, it's
not
a good
drop on the ground
secondary
or
or
whatever.
backup. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That all right.
yeah.
So I gotta have you show me the green one, the ESSE, is it or
Yeah,
ESE?
yeah, this is the Pacaya, and these are both ESEEs. But this one's made by Tor as well, believe it or not. Tor actually got they started making knives for SE, and I got one of the this is a if you can see it, this is a
Oh yeah,
first production run.
look at that
Um,
beauty.
so I'm pretty excited to have that.
And the
It's
sheath.
green.
You got to
Yeah,
show off
and
the sheath with it, and the side, how like the side is yellow, or
it's like
that's not the one that has the yellow, or maybe it's not showing up, or
this
that
one
might be
has
that one.
this
Oh
one
yeah,
has like
that's
a
the one I love. Yeah, that's kind of how it changes
so
color.
I bought both of these Oak City leather sheaths at the same time, but for different knives, of course, and then tried to pattern the colors. I got with the guy that owns Oak City leather and asked him like what colors he would recommend and everything, and super
Dude, you did a
responsive.
great job.
And the guy that did it is awesome. He's Oak City leather is awesome.
That looks wicked cool. How they like, I thought that was done intentionally that they match. That's really good. Well, I mean, it kind of was, but I thought like it was, pre-suggested. Okay, go get this holster for that knife. Blah blah blah.
No, there was
That's
a couple
beautiful.
different for the Centillo, like for this knife, there was a couple different companies that I looked at, and they didn't offer like a whole lot of um, customization as far as like clips and you name it. This guy does everything custom. The colors of the leather, the stitching, the colors of the rivets, the different. He's got three or four different pocket clips that he'll put on there for you, and different color rivets and stuff. So he really goes the extra mile, I think. And his work,
Yeah,
if you follow him on Instagram, you can see his work, and he's got he's making leather every day. I think it's his full time gig.
I think it almost has to be with how nice that looks. That's beautiful craftsmanship.
It really is nice. It's probably the nicest leather I have.
Had to get everyone angry and show off the Ozark Trail, Holy Grail.
No, don't. That's not going to make anybody angry.
No, I know.
Um, I think in one of Ben Peterson was doing a live like yesterday or the day before, and he had like a Ozark Trail, and he had there was like two of them crossed on his shirt, and it's like the Ozark Grail is what it said underneath.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
In the
that's what his
trailer.
shirt looked like. It's pretty sweet.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are decent. This one so far has been holding up really nice. Not a bad little knife. Been carrying this one. Although the color tiles, like this side's darker, that side's brighter. Same thing on this one. It's darker, brighter.
Somebody's
And
asking
then,
what my daily carry is.
oh,
Um, so that I would have to take that off.
I pulled mine out and put it in right here because, well, I switch them up. My daily carries, I got one for every day of the week right here, and there's one more orange, the Rescue Spider Co. that's in a bag, in a rescue bag. But I've got all these here. Oh, look at that!
That's
Yeah.
my day. That goes with me everywhere daily. Shiv works clinch pick. I know one of the gentlemen that works for them. He's one of their lead trainers, and I was in boot camp with him, and then I went to the same unit with him, and he's always been into jujitsu and fighting and that sort of thing. So when he got into the knife game, they do like training, and they get really big into it as far as the training is involved. They travel all over the U.S. and everything, and they've really put out a solid product. I mean, if you look at the grip on it's real thick. You can grab it, but
Yeah,
nobody's
that's
getting that away.
solid.
Nobody's getting that away from you. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
it's brutal.
That's why I kind of like this one. Same thing. It's a big knife. And it's full size, but once it's in your hand like this, plus you have the forward carry option.
Oh
But
yeah, you
once
got that
that's in
forward
your
little
hand,
12 thing. Yeah.
and then you got the bottom there. But I mean, it's a monster, but it's a statement, right when you open it. That's why it's smudged and
I
it gets
wish they
used.
would. I
But
wish they would make this knife in like a satin finish blade because the DLC coating is real good and everything, but I just like a satin finish. That's my favorite finish on a blade. You know what I mean? Just like a normal blade color. You know.
yeah, yeah. This
And I
one's
have
like the baby version
tons
of
of
this
knives
one
that are
too.
I have tons of knives that are painted, and like this one, the Pacaya, the ESE Pacaya is I think this one's Cerakoted.
Oh, really?
So yeah, they actually went and Cerakoted it and everything. They did a really good job. I can't remember how much I paid for this, but it was under $200, and it's an American made knife. So
Oh, okay.
it's a
Especially right here.
pretty good budget friendly in there. You can go out and actually find one. You're not going to go, well, I'll never find that knife or this, that, and the other. They'll always sell out. I think they're going to have those in production for a while. So be able to find
That's
those
what,
knives for a while.
yeah, that's why I hate showing the Ozark Trail, because they did re-release them once, and I was able to grab a couple more. I gifted one to a friend, and another one's going to my father. So, there's just stuff like that. Like, I didn't buy them just to hoard them. I got that one other new one in the package there. So I got two the first time, two the second time. But man, they were hard to get. And I bought one in the store and then went home and was like, you know what? I better buy one more online. I bought it, went in to pick it up next morning, because they refilled the order or filled the order online, picked it up. And I was like, you know what? For shoots and giggles, I'm going to go inside the store and see, if there's any left. Oh, they were all sold out within 24
Oh
hours
yeah,
again. And I'm like, and I looked all the stores in my area too, within a 50-mile radius, just sold out. I was like, that is absolutely unreal.
that's crazy.
Yeah, but for D2 blade steel, really smooth action. This one's the one in my video that I did an open and a little bit slight torture test on, and it's held up. I threw it into some wood the other day again, and it sat there. The tip went in, and it boinged around a little bit and held up, didn't snap. So you gotta love
Mm.
that.
My dogs are chasing the cat around, silly animals.
Oh man.
The cat hardly ever comes in, and when she does, she gets just abused by them too. The two younger dogs I have.
Yeah.
Poor girl. Here's another little piece of my EDC that I carry daily, and this is Big Idea Designs, and this is called the inline bit bar, and you can kind of like do like one of these numbers or one of these
Oh,
and
look
get
at
some
that.
extra leverage on it,
That's slick.
or just put it like that and use it like a pen
Yeah.
screwdriver.
That's
Put
probably
it all.
light as heck too. You said it's titanium.
Yeah, I think the outer shell is titanium, but I don't know if the inner shell is
Yeah.
or not. I'm not too positive. It could be. It looks like a different type of metal. It looks like steel to me. It doesn't look
Yeah.
like titanium, but I could be wrong. It was
Yeah.
it was
It's hard to say.
like they're I think they're always running at like $130. So, and this is another Big Idea Designs thing that I use for packaging a lot. So I send out packages for my knives that I'm selling and stuff, like my case knives and stuff that I'm selling here and there. And I use this to like waller out the holes so the package fits together perfectly, you know?
Oh yeah. Good idea.
So it worked really good, yeah. I just picked up another pry bar today too, a Mr. Nice Guy.
Ooh. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen those around. I got to get some better pry bars. I kind of just have the old school, basic, traditional.
They
I got to get
save
a nicer,
so many
lightweight one.
knives and stuff. If you have one, I mean, it's invaluable.
Yeah. So
I think it's
Tommy
sweet.
in the chats was asking if we had any Leathermans, and I know you got some sweet ones. I have this
Yeah,
mini
I've
one
got
I'm
this one
showing
here.
here, and I know Bandos. And this one has a cool feature. It's got a couple blades that fold out, but it also has where the handles can fold out. So now it's full size. And I really like this. It doesn't have a lot of stuff. It's your basic one, some pliers, a file, some bottle openers, a little mini knife, a can opener, and folds out to full size pliers. So can't beat
This has got
that in
the
a small package.
this has got the full bit set with the extended bit driver, and then this is the um, Leatherman arc that everybody's talking about right now. This isn't the
Oh yeah.
Obsidian, but I was looking at the
Isn't that the one
Obsidian.
that's going for like $500 or something right now on eBay and stuff? Like crazy. And it sold out
I
like crazy fast.
If
Nobody
it
was
is,
anticipating it.
that's probably the Obsidian. That's probably the Obsidian because it did
I
sell
heard
out
Arc
fast.
the other day. I saw something and watched a little something that said something about the Leatherman Arc, and it sold out Unless there's like an arc obsidian or another one. Like I'm
Yeah,
not.
it's like a blackened version of this. Is the obsidian.
Okay.
It's the Leatherman Arc Obsidian or whatever version, edition or whatever, and I think they only made a certain amount, and like they came out during Halloween, and then I think that's what sold out so fast. But I got this when the Arcs first came out, and I really haven't done too much in depth reviews on it. We got scissors. What else we got in here? Let's get everything out.
My other one is
I love this file
in
that
my.
it's got.
Oh yeah, my other Leatherman, just to answer Tommy real quick, is in my the chat is in my get home bag that stays in the car. So I don't have it right now. I mean, it's out in the car, but I don't want to make you guys wait. But like
Yeah.
this one and that one are easily both going on 20 years old. So they're the old school, tried and true and tested. And I love some of these new ones. I would absolutely love to get like a curve or an arc. The curves are like the holy grail of the Leatherman, I think.
This is why I still buy Leatherman right here. This one's been to Iraq and Afghanistan.
Yeah, exactly. Like that was your life on the line, more or less, and you carried it on your side.
This thing is perfect. It doesn't have anything broken on or anything. It just withstood the beating and just kept on ticking.
Yeah, exactly. Show us more of that one. We want to see more of that one, Bando. Don't hide that one yet. Yeah, let's see what's on there for blades and accessories.
Okay,
it's cool to see the old school versus new school.
Yeah, so it's got the nicer file on it that I've used quite a bit. You can tell.
Yep.
Got some file marks. I need to get. I got some knife pivot lube stuff coming in the mail that I'll be able to clean this up because if you can see in there, there's some crusties and stuff that have built up in there. But the blade is pretty sweet on it. I've always kept it pretty sharp, and it doesn't need too much. But yeah, like for mostly prying and stuff, I would just use like one of it's got a awl on it. It's got a smaller screwdriver and a bigger screwdriver. So I would just use that for prying. And so that's why I never tore up the blade in it. This one's got, I don't know what this is. This is like a little tiny flathead screwdriver, I think. And then it's like a Phillips. This is before they started coming out with the bit kits and all that coolness. So everybody was like, "Yeah, Phillips, I'll take it,"
Yep.
And this is a old one stamped Portland, Oregon, and everything. So
yeah, I think that's what mine's stamped. Let me check.
It's like the new ones they don't really say that.
Yeah.
The older ones like that they say Portland, Oregon on them, and they're pretty sweet.
Yeah, I guess I got one a little bit bigger in this, with obviously more blades and accessories with the traditional leather case, the real tight one, not this nylon one. But this one was a Florsman model. There is a thing on it that says Hilton Displays, and it was a salesman or Florsman model, and it actually was my father's knife. And after he passed away,
man. That's awesome.
So, and the other Leatherman I have was his as well. That so it was his knife before it was mine, and I've had it since 2012. So yeah, 12 years. Is my math right? I usually don't do math.
Here, let me get it. Let me get one of my traditional knives here and show it off. This is the kind of my centerpiece to my case collection.
They said thank you for your service, sir, in the chat. If you didn't see that.
Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate your patriotism, and I definitely like it when people are all about America. So
yep.
this is my family jewels case, one of 50, and it's got a ruby in it and everything, and it's mother of pearl, and you can tell look how tiny it is. It's just tiny.
Yeah, that is absolutely stunning. Wow.
But that it's engraved with a 14 karat overlay or something like that. So
yep. Wow. Look at that. All right, so if you want me to do a review and a demo on that and a torture test, just send it my way, and
Yeah, just
I'll hook
tear
that
it
up
up.
for you, buddy.
Yeah, just tear it up. Once in a
That
lifetime
thing is
case knife.
beautiful. I know,
I
to
mean,
think that there's
people throw
50
numbers at me
or
all the time.
49
People throw
other
numbers
ones,
at me all the time for that thing, but I'm like, no, it's not going anywhere. That's a once in a lifetime knife.
and to think there's 49 other ones out there. I wonder how many are
I've never
still
seen
out
enough.
there, like a couple might have gotten lost or, whatever. And so there's probably more like 48, 46 of them, yeah. Like, and then other ones nobody will ever see them. Like, that's beautiful to see that. That's awesome.
Yeah. Here's some getting into how me and you kind of met through the lock sport community. This is a EDC lockpick from
Oh,
Moki that I
handcuffs?
carry with me.
Oh, not handcuffs. Sorry.
I've got handcuffs too. I can bust
I
out.
know we got the same ones. Oh, look at that. That's a nice pick and set there.
Yeah, I was gonna try. I need to try this one on the cuffs. This little diamond. Because I didn't realize I had that until just now. I need to try that on cuffs. I need to
This
leave
is
that out
my
to try.
EDC jackknife from Southern Specialties. I'll show you my profiles that I selected for this one. I was able to custom select most of these. So I went with like the Citier saw, the Quint, the quad, the ball one, which is amazing for handcuffs, the
Yeah.
elephant trunk, a deep hook, kind of like a short flat, and then the long reach. But yeah, I like yours.
Awesome.
I like this one's a little too shiny, you know what I mean, for like discreet stuff or anything covert, but I guess it's in your hand. But that's why I like your black jackknife one versus this one for that reason.
It's.
Yeah.
It's Moki. I had to get it. You know.
Oh, dude, you got that. We were both after that same set, and actually, you gave one away, which I thought was awesome.
Yeah, I
And
did. I've given one away, and I've also I've given away one. I sold one for what I bought it for because I bought a bunch of them. I bought like 3 or 4 of them when they first came out, and
oh
then
no,
my daughter um has one and I have one. So
what's up, dude?
she picks locks and she's hardcore into. Hey, let me grab my cuffs real quick. But she's
Yeah, I
into
just
picking
wanted to
locks.
show that the ball pick. That's why we carry these, and the jackknives. The picks work great for handcuffs and stuff like that. So if you guys haven't, and if you're new to the channel or whatnot, definitely check out our lock picking stuff, our lock sports stuff. Handcuffs. We're in the Shackleman Cup Club. Myself and Stu that just popped in here as well. We're the fellow forefathers founders. And we've invited a bunch of great people into the club like Bando and a bunch of other awesome vets. And I'll show you all Stu's here real quick. This is his veteran group that he started, Mitten Made Lock Sport. He just started a YouTube channel for Mitten Made as well. So go check that out. If you guys are veterans and you've ever been interested in getting a lock sport, lock picking, handcuffs, anything like that, come check us out, man. And we'll get you hooked up, we'll get you some information, we'll get you pointed in the right direction, get you linked up with Stu and Mitten Made and all that good stuff. And yeah. So that's a beautiful project that Stu has going on, and Bando's been there right from the beginning. And then that's the Shackleman logo Cup Club. So just a quick shout out to a couple other clubs, but mostly to Mitten Made. Like I said, it's a veteran group. We got a veteran on here, so definitely wanted to shout out to that stuff. Oh, hey, hold on a second. Hold on. Oh, wait. Oh. And now they're one. Wait, they're like, hold on, we gotta do them like this. They'll be like super cuffs. We'll be like, Coxie, we need some of these. Super reach TCHs.
Some triple benders.
Yeah, triple. Yeah, sorry, I had to.
My dogs just tried to murder each other a little bit.
I know I was trying to talk over and keep it going so that yeah.
They do that. They do the weirdest things. Like they know I'm going live. They don't do this kind of stuff normally, but for some reason right now they're being really crazy.
Oh yeah, they know Dad's got something to do.
Yeah. So they're like, I'm gonna act up.
A good tactical pen's always a nice EDC item too, with the
Yeah.
window brace. This one has a cool feature. The cap unscrews. And I hate showing this sometimes because it's also another sold out item, unavailable. But the end opens up and it has a handcuff key that flips over and has the little punch to set the double locks. So it works really great. It works really great for these ones. We'll put them on. We're going to put them on keyholes in real quick just to show this. And even if they're double locked, this works. We'll set the double lock. Double lock. We're just going to do one side just to show you principle. So double lock set, or show everybody principle. So what the thing is you come up around the back of it with this, and you have to get that dropped in there. Actually, I need to come over the top with it.
Man, that's sweet. I love that key. Do they make those still?
No, and I think there might be some other companies that make them. I did this like the really hard way to try to show it on camera orientation. But basically, you got to get the key started and dropped it down in there. And gravity is your friend for this one.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. There it is. Actually, maybe I do have to come up from the bottom on this one. Or I just put myself in a predicament here. That could have happened.
Get out of here.
That could have happened too, you know.
What was that? My daughter was like, "What was that?"
I'm gonna twist this around real quick. Hold on, and I'm gonna use my mouth to insert the key. Which this might be off screen a little bit. I apologize. Okay, so now the key's in there, and you get it to bend over. Oh, it's gonna be tricky today.
You need to feed them both.
Get this to bend over.
You need to feed them.
I'll flip out a little bit. There we go. So now it's flipped out. So we got to release the double lock. So we got to twist it this way, which this might be a little trickier, like I said, in certain scenarios that may have released a double lock, but I don't think yet.
You got 40 people watching here.
I heard a click. Double lock's released. So now you swing that back this way. Hold on. Get my wrist to swing around. Come on. There we go. Key swung this way. Now, here's the easy part. Just push down and it opens. So I probably put these on the hardest placement ever, facing in, keyholes on the bottom, especially for this style key. You see it left some nice marks on there, but yeah, it works. The other one that works really well.
Tough wrist, man. You can withstand that punishment. I don't know if anybody's seen my video of me locking myself up at the VA, but that's pretty entertaining. If anybody wants to take a look at that.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. You got yourself stuck pretty good too. So here I double locked it again, and we're gonna take this one. We're just gonna get rid of that one, and we're gonna use another prototype design, something that not too many folks have probably seen kicking around, but you can use this little doodad here. Get that in there. Twist this around. Hold on, go this way. Oh, come on. That should be the double lock, I think.
Yeah, that thing is amazing.
Hold on. We're going to come over from the top here. I'm still trying to learn how to use it 100%. Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. Double lock's removed. Single lock. Bam. Out. What a nice rotating, orientating key.
That's super cool.
Oh, man. That sometimes that gets a little tiring holding them out there like that. These things get heavy. Gotta do some more 12-ounce.
I think my favorite cuffs are my asps. Let me grab them real quick.
Oh, something went dinging. It was either a tensioner or a shim or a paper clip. We had a winger.
These are my
And then I
cuffs.
have in my hat, my nice Benchmade hat, of course. I tucked in a couple paper clips, and then I also put a little notch in there, and I have a couple shims in there.
You know who
So
makes a hat
that
that
comes in
actually
handy.
does like crazy stuff like that? Is Wazoo Gear.
Really? I
Yeah,
gotta check that out.
they have a concealment hat. I just bought one of their little necklace whetstones. But they have
Oh,
like a
I think I
deep
have seen that.
concealment hat that has like, I mean, it's got pockets all up in it.
Really?
Yeah,
Yep.
you could put like handkerchiefs, like all kinds of stuff in it if you wanted.
Yeah, I just started doing it with all my regular hats myself with the titanium shims and stuff, and cutting little slits on the uprights here, tucking in a paper clip, folding that in. And then the other side, I have a bobby pin slid in up here. So that with the
Yeah,
belt, the other stuff you have. So I have these in my work hats, all my other recreational hats.
that's awesome.
Always got to be prepared, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Sorry, I think I interrupted there. You were showing something, maybe, or my bad. I got carried away
No,
with the
I
cup.
wasn't sure. I don't think I was showing anything.
Oh, okay.
This is some. I'm getting a new like Leatherman compete competition for this. This is the Leatherman Free. It's got like a little blade on it.
Oh,
What else?
nice.
Scissors, a screwdriver, and a Phillips.
Yep.
Um, and it's got a couple other little tools in here too. But this Roxxon Flex Companion is supposed to be coming in. I got in on the early release, and they gave us like a couple dollars off for getting in on it at that time, and it should be coming out here in the next month.
Oh, sweet.
And then I'll do like a review or something on that.
Yeah, that would be nice to see. Check that out for sure.
The cool part about it is that that one you can like interchange. Like if you don't like the blade on it like this, you could take it and put like a razor blade on it, or put like a screwdriver, or you can change it to however you want it.
Yep. Yeah.
So I'm interested to see that design. They have like a full size multi tool that just seems a little bit big for me, but I don't know. Maybe I'll get into them more than I like Leatherman. Who knows?
Yeah, you never know to use it a little more and get it out there, do
Exactly.
some regular tasks with it. And
Exactly. And if Roxxon's listening, I mean, I will give reviews. I'm not saying they're gonna be the best light. You know, if your tool sucks or whatever, you're probably not gonna get the best review. But if you
it'll
know
be an
you got a
honor
good,
for you.
if you know you got a
That's what
good
matters.
tool, you'll definitely get a good review.
Uh-oh. um, yeah, it's always fun, get everything going, get people in the community. Like I said, we had to do a little shout out to the lock sport. It goes hand in hand with the EDC stuff, or at least for us it does. This
We got
is
50 people
what
in
we're
here.
talking
Let's
about.
reintroduce ourselves and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, yeah, let me do that real quick. Take a second. Myself's not too dead. And my guest here, right over that way, that's my buddy Bando. And
Hey,
I
all.
brought him in here, wanted to share some of his knives, things like that. He is a former veteran as well. I'll let him explain more. Give him the phone real quick or the microphone. And yeah, you guys, if you haven't yet, go check him out. Go subscribe to his channel. He's trying to hit the 200 sub goal right over there on that button. Very, very close on it. So if we can help him reach 200 subscribers, that would be amazing. And he has great products dropping all the time. But yeah, that's a little bit of what's going on here and what we got doing, or what we're doing. So yeah, Bando, it's all you, brother.
Yeah, man. I was in the Marine Corps and I was a drone pilot. So I did a lot of high speed ninja stuff as far as my mind goes, but um, we
Yeah,
did all the
several tours.
same Marine Corps running and pull ups and all the craziness that you do as a Marine for no reason, even though if the drone guy's running for his life, we're probably all screwed. But
ain't that the truth, right?
yeah,
That's like when I do fireworks, the same thing. If you see the firework guy running, try to keep up.
yeah. If you see the drone guys running, there's probably a definite reason you should run.
Yeah, almost imminent invasion. Imminent. Something's gonna happen. Oh man, I'm trying to get this display out. We lost one.
I even pulled out my scale. It turned itself off in case anybody wanted like weights on different things here, like this, like these ESE packages. Oh, let's do a weight on this one.
Yeah, it's always good to see that. This is some of my military collection to just show appreciation to the veterans and stuff like that. I'm not
It's
a
only
veteran myself, but I
6.7
like to
ounces.
preserve. Oh wow, that ain't bad at all.
No,
For a quality knife to have a quality sheath like that at a nice weight, that's not bad.
I need to send you some drone wings.
Oh, they'll look beautiful on there.
Yeah, I've got some
Yeah,
nice
have a
shiny
nice
ones on the
home right
way.
there in the middle. I got to
I got the
redisplay it too. The foam board that it's on got a little warp from the weight of everything.
I got the last two little mini sets because they have the little miniaturized versions of them. So I got the last two of those, and I don't know when they'll be in stock again. Hopefully they start stocking those up again because I like to give those out to like kids and stuff too.
Hey, my boy Dagan's in the house. What up, buddy? Hey, I just gotta give a shout out to my buddy Dagan. We go back a long ways, and he's a good buddy of mine, good friend. Also, huge supporter of the channel. So if you haven't, Dagan, go check out Bando. I'll add a link and stuff in the description afterwards if anybody needs it. I'm not very good at doing that stuff ahead of time. I think it kind of messes my phone up. So, but just wanted to give my boy a shout out. I mean, I'm gonna do a video dedicated to you too, Dagan. I have a fun idea in mind. So
That'd be
yeah,
sweet.
yeah. Where were
Here's
we?
another.
Sorry,
Here's
I was
another
looking at the
crazy
chat
flashlight.
right now.
This is a big one.
So
This is
somebody,
the
so there's
Marauder
this
Mini.
guy in the chat, East Beast 308. He wants to know what your favorite color crayon is, Banda.
That depends on what you're doing.
I mean, yeah, I've heard they all taste different.
Yeah. So if you're drinking, I would definitely stay away from the green ones. But if you're like getting it on with your lady, you might want to try a green one. You know what I mean? Just saying. I don't know. Or the shades of green. All the shades of green work pretty good too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. These are important too. Field notes or right in the rain pads.
Oh
Gotta have
yeah.
something like that. Or
I
at
just
all times.
ordered 3 of those from or two 3-packs from Dango along with this like kind of like passport holder thing that I'm gonna start carrying around with me for keeping notes and stuff. Because if I just get to a point where I want to design a knife, I would like to have it all written down and in one place. That way, nobody thinks that I stole the design or whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. I've been doing the same thing. This is like a little refill kit I have kicking around at the house. A 50 cal ammo can from
Oh, sweet.
MTM storage case guard. And it's just got some basic, survival stuff, extra stuff, things that, long-term survival of the house. I got a couple different ones of these. One's each specific to each person in the house as well. So they're quick yellow, grab them and go. But an
That's
old
awesome.
school first aid kit book or Red Cross book. This one's a water filter kit in here. Some duct tape, some other stuff, soap, extra water filtration tablets, some pain reliever, extra stuff, gloves, camp soap, sewing kit, more power cords, zip ties, extra gorilla tape, super 88, electrical tape. Oh, this one's cool. The K bar spoon slash knife.
I
Do some
need to
Bandos.
I need to do some testing on these, the life straw and the platypus bottles. I need to
Oh
do
yeah,
some testing on these.
you introduced me to those. I just picked up a couple of these platypus myself. I haven't opened it yet, but I'm gonna do the same thing. Test it with the life straw.
Yeah,
You
I
ever
figure you fill it up as a reservoir and then squeeze it through it type deal, you know?
you ever see the new life straws? They have a shorter version now, like a solo, I think it's called. I mean, they've probably been out for a
It's
while,
like a
but I mean, I
little
haven't
metal
seen it
version,
before.
yeah. The problem with
No,
that one is you're gonna have to get like close to the
no,
water's edge to use it, I think.
it's the same as the Peak series, but it's a solo one, so it's a little smaller. Still screws on the bottles. Still can hook it to a platypus.
Oh.
Yeah, I picked this up off Amazon the other day. I happened to see it on sale. So I'm gonna try that with the platypus system for like a lightweight, ultra lightweight hiking, little
Yeah, well, you'll have to
backup
let me know how
emergency
that
kit.
works because I
Yeah,
need to. I my pack is like really water filtered and that sort of central right now, and I need
yeah,
to slim that part of it down so I can add more fire starter stuff and more like cold weather, rain, and that sort of gear.
yeah. Definitely get more towards that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because
Somewhere
it's getting
here,
colder right now.
yeah, and that's where I started rotating the gear too. That's that time of year. That's where this video is kind of perfect, to kind of introduce
Think
some
about
stuff.
it.
We're
Yeah.
getting ready to switch out the gear, rotate. Oh, here it is. I picked up the Sawyer Mini. So I'm going to compare the Sawyer Mini versus the Life Straw Solo. And this one
That's
was
gonna be a
14
good
bucks
video. That'll be a
and
good
this one
video.
was 20 something bucks. Yeah, with the $8 platypus system, or it was on sale at the time for 8.90 something. So, an under $20, or wait, or right around like $30 filtration system basically, and see how
Wow.
it holds up in a 1 liter bottle. So, should be pretty good.
Yeah, it looks good. I like it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Give it a try. I mean, I think we both have the full size Peak ones, right? You said you got the longer one too?
Yeah, I've got two longer ones and two platypus bottles. I figured one for the wife and one for me trying to get home usually. And then
Yeah.
um, if we had children with us, it would only, multiply having two.
That's why I thought about the minis was for, little people or whatnot, with the platypus, because that would make a nice backup system. That doesn't take up hardly any space rolled up out of the package. You add the mini, either solo or the Sawyer Mini with it, and that's a good backup for a smaller person, a kiddo, something like that.
Definitely.
These I like too as a good bush knife, survival knife.
Morniv or however you say it,
Yeah,
Morniv.
more knife. I say it fast
Morkniv.
because then you can't be wrong.
Yeah, is that a Remoro? Those are sweet knives. And
Yeah, this
everybody
one
that
was
has one of those
10.96
never
on
regrets
Amazon.
having them.
Exactly, yeah. And I got this for a gift for somebody else. I have the black and orange one. I got the red for it's a little bit darker red, but kind of more color identification. If you drop it, something like that, you want to be able to find it.
I
But
like orange. I wish that they would have come out with the Olight finish because this is like a Olight aluminum and some sort of different finish. I wish they would have come out with an orange finish before they dropped all these. But they're just. I'm sure they're gonna drop one color at a time because it's the Ultra.
yeah, I like the pre-run light so much. I think you're running the same one, the headlamp.
I do have one of those somewhere kicking around in my bag.
I bought one
Uh,
as a gift for a family member. Hopefully they're not watching right now, but I have the orange ones. I have two of the orange ones. And I liked it so much because you can remove it from the headlamp. And if you're a mechanical person, you do stuff like that. It's got the hat clip both ways. You could clip it on a shirt, clip it on a hat, headlamp, kind of, or visor. I mean, and it has a magnetic base too. Oh yeah, there's Bandos. So
yeah,
it's a
they're sweet.
great little mini light for doing stuff. Like if you're working on a car, clip this on the frame of a car. You got to untangle something from a wheel, a branch. You're out four wheeling,
Just it
something
being
gets
right
caught
angle
up.
is super huge, you know, like it just being right angle is like a game changer.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's why I kind of like how they did that. They did a flex arc feld too, but I don't know how that's going to hold up longevity wise, but it looks cool.
That's why I didn't buy it. I thought the exact same thing. I was like, looks neat, but down the road, I would bend that thing so many times a day. I was like, I bet it would fail within
Yeah,
the
I'd be
first
sitting there.
year.
I'd be a million times, 100 times, and then all of a sudden the thing would flip off, and I'd be like, "Oh, dang it, what the heck?" You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
just
mean,
like all
it's
my
come with a pretty
That's
good
why I like
warranty.
fixed blades more than folders, because I will literally sit there and fold and unfold a knife so much that I'll wear like a callus into my thumb. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what's going on with me when I do that.
Sometimes I do start fire with my bare hands. What I usually prefer to do, though, and what most survivalists do, is I have the Exotac case that I carry too, but I just have a Bic lighter and a $20 Exotac case that's waterproof, sealable, impact resistant, is going to
Yeah,
hold up.
those
And
cases are
then if
sweet.
not, I carry them like this with some white Gorilla tape for signaling, repairs. And then I carry white electrical tape around the outside as well. So I have two different types of tape, and you get yourself a nice ignition source. Why overcomplicate the basics? Carry something like this with you. You put the tape on there. It helps protect it a little bit better as well if you don't have the $20 to buy the Exotac case. And you have extra stuff for gear repair, other things, stuff like that as well. Could put a big white X on something. I think I have either 5 or 8 feet or 6 or 8 feet of tape on here. So, I mean, you could make a pretty good signaling thing, something like that, an arrow, other stuff as well. So,
Have you seen those Tops knives, the little arrowheads that they sell?
I might have, but I'm bad with names.
It's like a little double edge arrow, but they come. I think you can get like a little kydex sheath with it. I wonder how cool that would be to carry on like a neck knife type thing. I just got that.
All right.
I just got that little stone from Wazoo, so I'm thinking about neck knife stuff. And this is a this also this uh baby banter comes with a chain, so you can wear it as a neck knife too, and it's super. Let's get a weight on it real quick here.
Yeah, it's always cool to see the weight comparisons.
2.9 ounces, so it doesn't weigh nothing.
Oh, nice. Yeah. And that gives you multiple carry options. I mean, and like you
Yeah,
mentioned, putting the clip on there, tucking it
yeah.
in, your
You buy
pocket,
like a
whatever.
you buy like a $15, $20 clip for it, and then you've multiplied it by two as far as wearability.
I always recommend having some decent gloves kicking around too. I use these Maxi Flex at work all the time. They have a cut resistance level of 1, nice rubberized grip, nice color. Actually, really been liking these. But you have these Milwaukee ones, not everybody has money, or the mechanics gloves are, the classic tried and true as well. But for $20 or less for gloves, if you're not going to go out and get the fancy leather, outdoor research, tactical gloves and stuff like that. Like I've got that stuff in my kit and stuff like that, but they're expensive and $50, $70 for gloves. You don't need that. Just some basic nice gloves that you can get some good grip on, give you like an extra layer of skin, something to resist up against stuff, potential threats, things like that. So I always recommend having some pretty decent gloves kicking around as well and some extras, for other people, whatnot. But
This is
yeah.
this is my everyday carry sling that been carrying with me.
Oh, nice.
The
I've
pro
seen pictures
stock.
of that.
Yeah,
You
it's
you
nice.
teased me a
It's
bit
the
with
XL. It's the XL. It's the bigger version. So they have two different sizes: the Bando XL and then the Bando bag, just the regular one, and it's a little bit smaller.
Oh, nice.
But I like a bigger bag. I'm a bigger dude. I'm like 6'1", 210. So I can carry some stuff on me.
Yeah.
Plus, I lost a ton of weight, so now I can carry like a ton of stuff on my fat pants.
See, there's some pros and cons to it.
Yeah, I've lost about 30 pounds just getting off the Red Bulls and all that. So
Oh,
I've
it's amazing when you
been
drop
drinking
sugar.
coffees every once in a while, but I need to quit with that.
Yep. Yeah, I did the same thing. I cut sugar out, and it was unreal. Like I lost literally like 20 pounds in a month, like just cutting out. Same thing, energy drink, sugar. Just
So
once you
this is
start
like
paying attention to
an
stuff, it's
amino
like,
energy thing, but it does have like 1 gram of sugar or some craziness per serving, and I use like a quarter of a serving, so I get like I'll drink maybe 2 or 3 of those a day and get like like a half to 3/4 of a gram of sugar.
yep. Yeah, you gotta have, and even like in a survival kit, it's good to have those like caffeine tabs, vitamin tabs, hydration
Yes.
tablets, different things that if you're doing like a get home bag or a 3-day bag or something, even in an initial bug out bag,
I would
you
definitely
gotta
put it.
have
I
that
would
extra
definitely add
energy.
those liquid IVs.
Yep,
I
that's
would
what I
definitely
use.
add those. And I'm thinking I want to try. There's this hangover medication called Blowfish, and I want to try it next time I'm sick and just see what it does. And I might try that to put that because it's like like a tablet that you can put in water easily.
Yep.
And if it makes you
Yeah.
feel better when you're sick, it's a plus.
Yep. Yeah. Dual purpose. Anything dual
Yeah,
purpose for survival is a good idea. Definitely.
yeah. It's good. It's
Yeah.
great for when I used to drink quite a bit, so it's great for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Hangover relief.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then
you definitely need a blowfish in the morning.
yeah. Oh yeah. Get you going. Never hurts to have a good old first aid kit kicking around too. This
No,
one's pretty well stocked up for a bunch of people. Large group capacity. Everything's categorized in bags, everything like that. The other side here is different types of medications, ointments, bandages, gloves, tape, all the kind of stuff you need to get everything together. And then I put some MSR toggle poles. They're reflective and glow in the dark poles, UV reflective as well. So if you had to find it, in an emergency, whatnot, you got to be able to get it. This is the pocket you hope you never have to open. And inside you got some antibiotics, some other stuff, more things, but we've got shears, Israeli bandages, tourniquets, splints. There's a tourniquet down here. There's actually several tourniquets, or Israeli bandages, burn dressings, Z gauze, S gauze folded, chest seals in the back here, some good trauma shears. So you always got to be prepared for that kind of stuff too. Or don't always have to be, but it's a good idea to be prepared. And it is costly to get a lot of this stuff. I went with Rhino Rescue for a lot of stuff, and then who was the other company? I'm trying to see. This one isn't it. It was this one, I believe. North American Rescue. They have some really
yeah,
good product and good
North
prices.
American Rescue is awesome. Yeah,
Yeah, you can't go wrong with their stuff. It's all sterile, sealed.
this one's called the Pimp Medical Pouch, so I had to get it, of course.
Nice eye fact.
Yeah, it's got a nice little place for your tourniquet and your shears on it and everything. It's pretty sweet. It's mainly meant to go on a belt, so it's in my pack for now. But I've also got a med kit on the outside of the pack that I'm trying to slowly fill up and possibly move the med kit from in the pack to outside of it. Where you can get it
Yep.
easily.
Yep. And Nola, we don't use bandanas around here. The Hello Kitty ones we save for battle, but in the meantime, we use shamags, and that's how we roll. We got our shamags.
I don't have any more anymore. They all got stolen from me.
Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna have to get you one.
No, I've seen them
I got a
online.
green and black one.
There's some cool ones that I've seen. I want to get.
This
Yeah.
one is my wintertime one, and it's
Uh,
actually my favorite one. There's no frills on the edge, so it's good for a lot of stuff. And I think I mentioned this before in the Discord group talking about it, where they make this in silk as well, but it's
Oh wow.
merino wool. There's a company here. So it's 100% merino, or wait, 80% merino wool, 20% polyester. So it's great for wintertime. And it has big, coverage. You can use it as a blanket for a kiddo, stuff like that, other things. But this is, I think it was like $50 or something. I mean, it's freaking expensive. It's from Sweden, but it is beautiful and a beautiful piece of kit. And I will be wearing this every day during the winter. And definitely want to
Yeah.
look into the silk one because I would love it. And it doesn't look so like I don't want to say the word, but you know what I mean, like aggressive.
Militarized and whatnot. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and the shamag has a bad influence
It's the
for other
opposite of
types
gray
of
man.
group.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Like so, this doesn't have the frills. You can roll this up. You can tuck this underneath your hoodie or whatever. You still have it, but you can have it folded up as in the shamag formation. So as soon as you need it, you could roll up and pull this hood down and still have coverage or whatnot, or disclosure or discreetness. So it's a nice piece of kit right there. I really like that one.
I've got some uh they're like neck gaiter type head wrap things that I got. I might
Yep.
try. I might give some of these away for with my giveaways because it'd just be cool to put the knives on too, you know.
Oh yeah.
And they were cheap,
And I
you know. So
I seen Pathfinders as well. Dave Canterbury and whatnot, those guys, and the great gray bearded Green Beret, and they made a wool version of this, a shamag, and they had it for sale for like $20 and it sold out. Oh yeah, I saw
oh
those,
wow.
Bando. Let's see those again. Those look like nice patterns. So
Yeah,
I got to keep an eye out
they're
for the
all like
wool
a
ones
wave.
again.
They're all like a wave pattern.
Nice.
Let me show you.
Oh yeah, I like
It's just
that
like a
gold one or yellow one.
I
That's
like,
slick.
yeah, the gold one's my favorite too. But
Great minds
I don't
think
know.
alike.
I don't know. They were like I think they were like $12 for all of them or something. So I'll give them away here and there.
Yeah. Oh, it's good stuff like that.
I
Works
need.
well for that kind of look stuff.
I was really when I was looking for them. I was looking for something more camo. That way I could use it for like my bug out bag type deal,
Yeah.
or at least black. You know what I mean? Like that would be. I think that like because we saw a lot of that during COVID, a lot of black masks and stuff like that. So I think you could get away with that and still be pretty overt.
Yeah. 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 It's kind of become like the regular nowadays. People
Right.
they don't really bat an eye to it anymore like they used to.
And even I mean, I don't do it, but like if you're worried about being surveilled and stuff, I mean that's the first thing you can do is put on a cheap little mask and you can help it can help you out quite a bit.
Oh, Snake just popped in. He's wondering what's going on here, and I know Snake's a fellow EDC guy and stuff like that. We're just sharing some stuff with Bando and showing some of our knives, some EDC gear, survival gear, stuff like that. Just kind of chatting. Bando was showing off some of his new pry bars and knives and purchases recently, and we're just kind of discussing, stuff like that. So, any questions you have or any, advice, tidbits, stuff like that, it's definitely appreciated, Snake. Glad you're here too, man. Thanks for popping in.
Not too crazy about the beat on this, but it literally it's kept me from losing it 1,000 times.
Oh yeah, I made this one. I made like a lanyard for one of my knives, and I like it, but it's kind of like a little too loud. I used a couple snake knots and a 30-30 cartridge, and I would carry my Benchmade with that. And it's a nice little pocket lanyard, whatnot, but it just kind of brings a little too much attention.
I had a buddy that sent me like 2 or 3 of these, and so I have one on my Cincillo, but I'd like to be able to just tie them on myself. You know, like it doesn't look too hard to do. I just need to sit down and do it. I ordered like 3, 4 different color paracords, so I'll be able
I've
to
got
sit down and try it.
I've
Like
got
this,
all the different cords here, like you're talking. And my buddy gave me a kit years ago. I got the buckles, I got the cords, I got everything. And
well,
I've only
the
gotten
problem with
so
this knife
far.
is you can't double loop through it. You've got to put a single line through it
Or
and then tie
or
it off.
you got the paracord to make the lanyards is what I had to do for mine. You pull the inner strands out and just use the
Right.
outer strand, then you can double it through. That is what I had to do for this one, because on my Benchmade, same thing, it wouldn't fit through. And even then, even now, dude, that's a bear to get through there. And what I use is I use one of the pieces of the strand, and I learned this watching somebody's video, but you use one of the pieces as the inner stranding, feed that through first, use it as your thread cord, and use that to pull this through. So you can
Oh
kind of
wow.
tighten it and pinch it and pull it through, and then you can use that to re-loop and hook your lanyard back on. So a little
Oh,
tip I
that's
use,
awesome.
like this is actually hollowed. It's just the outer casing, which still retains quite a bit of, true paracord. I think the outer casing is still rated for 50 pounds. Am I not mistaken? So would definitely hold up.
Gravity knife, X-Acto knives.
Oh, I gotta get me some of those. Those look fun.
I have two of them in gold that I haven't. I want to send one out to somebody, but then I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with the other one yet. Because I've got the orange one. That's the one I wanted, so I can do something with the other two.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll have to work out a trade someday. I'll have to talk about
Okay.
that.
Whatever you want to do, man.
I always like new knives.
Yeah, that's a super sweet. Like I get a lot of comments on this, like just doing my unboxing. People are like, "Is that a gravity utility knife?" And I'm like, "Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's just um, one of those pieces that can kind of grab a lot of attention. That's for sure."
Yeah. This one's a company that came under a lot of scrutiny when he first came out, or not when he first came out, but IPAC Survival USA. They're no
Mhm.
longer in business anymore. And he got a lot of heat for copyright, stuff like that. But this is one of their ones I have. And it's a nice Damascus style blade
Oh, that's wild.
with like the kind of daisy style pins. This handle gets a little weird. I think I got it wet and it like swells up when it sits after a little while. It's like a G10 kind of style handle maybe, or some kind of fiber. But
It's the
these
same as
pins are
what's on
beautiful.
here. It's burlap micarta.
We got Eagle Scout EDC in the house. Thanks for popping in. I
Heck
forget
yeah, man.
exactly what these pins are called, but Random Jim's going to send me some of them for making a custom lockpick. So I'm
Oh, that's gonna be
excited for
sweet.
that. He uses them in his custom lockpicks or his katana ones and stuff, but that's a nice blade. I mean, decent. It's a shame that they got a lot of
What are you
scrutiny.
gonna
I don't
start your
know.
lockpicks off with? Like those the boneyard, or are you gonna do like
Well,
Southern specialties? What are you gonna do?
let me try to find it here. Here's the thing is you guys may or may not know this certain company out there by the name of Jimmy Longs. And he
Oh
makes
yeah.
lockpicks. And he's a great fella. And he makes lockpicks that look like this. Well, he knows I'm a huge fan of him. I emailed him. I own almost all his current sets, or I think I do own all of them. I even own some of the V3 sets. I purchased a couple of the Reaper leather sets just to get the older style picks and stuff like that in them.
That looks
So,
cool. That looks like you can murder somebody with that.
so
That one looks intense.
he sent me one of his blanks with no handles on it, so I can make my own pick. And then this one's something that he's going to be, I think, working on, and we'll leave that off to the side. But um, I'm really intrigued to have this, and I want to do it right. So I want to do it beautiful with those nice pins like they use in the fancy knives. And then I have a piece of oak wood that I'm thinking about using up here. That nice white oak, and I'll use that for the
I gotta
hand tiles, and then
show them my
stain
wood.
it, whatnot, and put some beautiful pins in it. Oh yeah. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it. And I should be able to make several picks out of this if I do it right. I should go a little wider, or maybe just two. Don't get greedy. Yeah, I'll just cut it in half. And I'll plan on making 2 picks out of this piece and see how it turns out. But been slowly stocking up the stuff to do that, and that would be beautiful.
Here's another piece of wood art that I have on my desk.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of talented like shop artists here in my town. I have
That
a
kind of stuff. Nice.
I have a big wooden surfboard, like 7-foot surfboard too.
Oh sweet.
Yeah. There's a lot of I liked how I changed this more matches me than the mat that I had going on and everything. So I like this setup better. And this block here is helping me keep my hands in focus and showing knives better.
Yep.
What's
up, new house?
I was having the hardest time like watching the camera and showing a knife and all this other stuff when you need to just like be looking at the knife and just show it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Just get in there and get down and dirty.
Yeah. Don't worry about the time too much, you know?
Yep. It sucks when you have like an idea or an inspiration, you're trying to get stuff going and something holds you up, and or you do what's a beautiful video, then you watch it and it's all out of frame, and yeah, you're like, what? Why?
That happens to me a lot on my unboxings. Like I think I'll pull something out and I'll be looking at it and I'm like, oh man, I just filmed 30 seconds of me staring at it off into nowhere.
In the total nowhere land.
Yeah, where nobody's watching up. Everybody's watching up here, and I'm over like back in here, like half looking at it with one of my fingers in the view or something. You know, I don't know. I'm getting better at it, but it'll just take time.
Yeah. Do you do any picking, Eagle Scott EDC? If not, you should look into it. Get into the community. It's a great community. We share our poker chips with people. I actually
Oh
have
yeah.
3 or 4 letters over here that came from some fellow. I have Ishimu Sushi. I've got Otter Arms, and one from Keybeard to open, which I think each one has a poker chip and sticker from those two guys. So I'm gonna try to do that tomorrow. But already working on a beautiful collection. I got 3 more great ones I suspect to add to it. So super blessed for that. But oh yeah, look at that beautiful Parky sticker Bando has over there. Can you show that a little closer, Bando? That's all the logos that Parky made for the community before he passed away. And a lot of them are represented here in these poker chips.
It finally focused. Yeah, my camera's not too half bad on the phone here, so I'm excited about that. And then I just got the iPad ordered, so I'll be able to see more of the comments and be more engaged in that sort of thing. Like right now, it's hard for me to because of where my setup is. Like this is very often to the left and almost at eye view, but not quite at eye view.
Yeah.
I need like a little iPad or a computer or something that's got a bigger screen that I can watch the comments on.
Yeah. I got a few stickers kicking around. I got to display better myself, but these ones are New House.
Cow.
If you guys haven't checked out New House Lock and Key. Yeah, this is just some of them, Bando. Hold on, let
I
me.
have so many stickers that I need to get into. I just don't
It's
want to like topple my leaning tower of Pisa that I have over here.
It's like a sticker burger, and like I said, these are just some of them that I've got from the community
That's awesome.
and from people. It's absolutely amazing.
Sticker burger.
Grab a bite out of that, and of course, kept it in the Lady Locks dragon package in there.
I just started making these, so I sent out a few because I sold 2 or 3 knives last night, some case knives that I've been sitting on, and they happen to go up in value. But so I've been adding these. I ran out of stickers, like just because I would give like random hiking stickers with all my knives and stuff. So then I
Yeah.
just started giving out my poker chips and these and 2 stickers. So those maybe I'll get some new subscribers, or maybe they'll have some younger folks that they wanna give that to or something. I don't know. But I threw it in with the knives, and I'm open to throwing them to other people as well.
Yeah, and just to drop that in case there's anybody new in here, any
Yeah.
appreciation. If you guys aren't subscribed, go check Bando out, guys. Great channel. He's got some cool stuff, working on a lot of new projects. You're gonna see
When
a
I
lot
get
of
to,
new
I'm
stuff
pretty
going on
close
over
to
there.
200
So
subs, and I'm gonna probably give away a brand new one of these, the Baby Banter
ooh,
fixed blade. So I'll probably end up giving away one of these.
nice.
Yeah, I'll probably need your help because I'm not too good at like the random.org stuff and all that. So
I've
I don't know.
I've never done a giveaway yet myself, and I'm a little intimidated. And I have a
Maybe
huge
we'll
pile
find
for it, but
maybe we'll
I'm gonna
find
go old
somebody.
school. I'm gonna go old school and do names in a hat like Stu and some other people, and that's just kind of how I am. Or I'm gonna write the names on a deck of cards, and if I get more than one deck, I'll combine 2 decks and do some kind of random thing like that. But I don't want to do like I'm not a very techie person, and it just
Neither am
isn't my
I when it
style
comes
to
to
do it
that kind
like
of
that.
stuff. Like I
So
used
yeah,
to
I
have.
think I'm just gonna go old school, man, and you know what I mean. It is what it is, and people are just gonna have to trust it and roll with it. And it's gonna be a good giveaway either way, and I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Definitely.
What you all carry today? Well, literally every day, Eagle. This little lock picking set is in my pocket. Usually a lighter. I don't smoke, but I keep a lighter here for, Eagle Scout, Boy Scout, more or less mentality. I was a Boy Scout. I keep this right here in my pocket. As you can tell, it's pretty beat up. Keep a Parker pen
Yeah.
and a Sharpie. The Sharpie is not in here at the moment, but I have a Milwaukee one over here that would fill its place. So that would be in my pocket as regular stuff. Usually some eye drops. Trying to find the tensioner real quick to this. I lost the tensioner to that. This probably went falling earlier, but a little jackknife with the Bogatas, some other stuff. Plus, I have an EDC belt that has a bunch of other locks, picking stuff in it, things like that. That's right here. So this would be on me as well. It's a money belt style system. There's a video on that as well. So you would have that as a pocket dump. Usually I have a set of gloves on me from work. And then I have the headlamp right here, which also has a window brake bracelet with a Delta key escape wrapped around inside of there. So that would be in my other work cargo pocket. And outside of work, I usually wear tactical pants or some kind of cargo pants or jeans or something that, will fit that stuff in it as well. But basically, that's what you're looking at for my everyday carry setup, along with a few other random extras. But oh, and then I mentioned my hat that has hidden paper clips, shims, and a bobby pin over here, and all my hats, work hats, stuff like that. So that's kind of my
Well,
pocket.
mine is for hot weather because I live here in Florida, and so I keep a lot of my stuff in a crossbody bag. But as far as like on me, I've been carrying these Oak City leather sheaths for fixed blades.
Oh shoot, I forgot a knife. Oh geez, yeah, but yeah,
Been
sorry.
carrying been carrying those. I've also been carrying the Baby Banter. I love this little guy. I always have one of these in the sling bag, and then I always have all of these here. So this Leatherman free, the Big Ideas TI inline bit bar, the little Olight. I don't remember exactly what model is. Oh, here it says IR2, Olight IR2. Just a little guy in case you lose everything. You have a little flashlight. And then I have an arc felt on me. So I just got this one, but this one was my everyday carry for a long time. And that's about it for me. Oh, and my lockpick set, my Moki lockpick set.
And then also, I had to run out to the kitchen real quick because Nola brought up a thing, epic fail. But I wear safety glasses that are also sunglasses, so impact rated. So I keep those on my hat as well. And then somebody said no knife. I think Eagle Scout. So at work, I use this Milwaukee razor blade one, and then outside of work, I usually carry this Spyderco. But glasses are also, I think, an important part of a EDC kit that people might forget.
I
Or
agree. I definitely agree.
overlook or not think about.
I buy Oakleys that are all impact rated and stuff like that. I truly believe that keeping your eyes intact as much as possible is the way to go.
Yes, indeed.
And that's when you pick sunglasses. For me, I try not to pick a shade that's too dark that I couldn't wear for safety glasses indoors.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
that's another thing I do. That's another thing I do. If
these
you get
work for
something
indoor work as well.
that's like too mirrored or too dark, you can't wear it inside. You know what I mean? If you needed to, then it's not as good as the ideal, like just a smoke lens or something.
Yep. So I seen Eagle Scout mention the zebra pen. I see a lot of people. I'm assuming he's talking maybe mechanical pencil or pen, maybe the pen, but good metal
Got
pen as
one.
well.
Let me pull it out. I've
And
got one
I
in
have
my
a question
giveaway
for him
box.
though, because he might not have caught this earlier. He might not know. Do you know why we carry the Parker pen, Eagle Scout EDC?
Ooh,
Just a quick
that's a good
question.
question.
And
That's a
if you
good
don't,
question.
maybe something that could help you out, or be useful someday.
So I don't know what I did with the other one of these, but I do have the zebra. I like this pen. Let me see if he said anything yet. A citizen. And what else did he say? He said a bunch of stuff.
What's that?
He's got a bunch of stuff in his EDC that he said.
Yeah, I
If you
was
can
just
read it.
browsing at that too. Oh, yep, Oakleys. I want to get some nice Oakleys. That's my next upgrade is some nice Oakley glasses. And like Eagle Scout, we both have other things like bags we carry with us too, like a get home bag. We're gonna do a
Mm-hmm.
live on that one day where we'll do like a bag dump and we'll get a better table set up. And we'll do like full bag dumps and comparisons and show, all
We'll have
that
to
kind of
do
stuff
that
for you
like during the
guys.
daytime because we'll have to do it
Yeah.
outside or something.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Get good sunlight and, yeah. That'll be a fun one. Get the tripod set up and
Then you can really see my dogs murder each other.
and I've been
I
working
can't
on like
believe
a
they did
budget.
that. They just started fighting with each other in the middle of the live stream. I'm like, what in the heck? You guys don't do this. My two big dogs, one being alpha and the other one not trying to succeed ever.
I picked up these whistles the other day too to add to some kits. I had some mismatched ones, but I figured these red ones, they got reflective orange lanyards. It was $3.86 for a pack of 4 of them. A lot of my
We have
stuff's
to
geared
have those.
towards like water, rescue and things like that as well because of what me and my family do as activities and friends. So a lot of it is like based on like, also right now in autumn time, if you drop something and even this being bright red could be hard to find in the leaves. So you want to
Mm-hmm.
have, high visibility. And that's why Bando and I both like the orange, the high vis stuff. And, this is, a decent item to have. It's a cheap item and something people might overlook or forget about, and for the price, I mean, I bet this thing's pretty loud. I think it's supposed to be 120 decimals. And I'm sure you can buy
This
fancier,
color you
nicer
can
ones.
see in the dark too. Pretty good.
Oh, wow, that was loud. I shouldn't have done that. That hurt my
What
ears.
what what'd you do?
I just gave it a good toot. It was so loud, it probably just like distorted the sound for a second, like firecrackers do.
That's
Oh, that hurt.
awesome.
I did a little toot and it didn't do anything, so then I gave it a big toot and it did something.
I've got the world's loudest whistle that I carry around on my neck. I don't know what my wife did with it because she hides it from me, but every once in a while I'll give that a blow in the house and just check it, just to see how everybody's doing.
So Eagle Scout EDC said he wasn't sure or didn't know why we carry these.
Oh yeah.
And we're also into lock sport, lock picking, and we do handcuffs. We're both members of the Shackleman Cuff Club as well. So we're currently doing a challenge with these cuffs that Coxie Picks, two-time Guinness World Record holder, has used to issue challenges for them. And like Bando's showing, and if he wants to demonstrate that maybe, or if not, I can demonstrate that one in use.
I'm not
And
I'm not as
so,
good as you would think.
okay, no, I'll demonstrate it real quick. I got it right here. So that's the first purpose and use that a tapered pen or particularly a Parker pen comes in really handy for. Let me
Get
see
that
if I can
real.
find the right key. I'll use this
I
gold
heard
one.
that I heard that some of the Bullet Fisher Space Pen is good as well.
I'll have to try that because I have the pocket one that unscrews and like screws into each other, the Fisher pen, and
Yeah,
I thought the same thing that it would work. So you can push it on if you happen to have the key, and you can push it on a tapered pen until the key gets enough friction and kind of wedges itself on there, and then now you can reach over the handcuff. Oh, I pushed this one the wrong way. But now you can reach over the handcuff, and if it's cuffed where traditionally you wouldn't have access to the keyhole, now you can reach over like this with the pen and you have access to the keyhole. You can unlock, double lock, and use the pen to release it. So that's a cool purpose for a tapered pen. Also, Parker is a good quality pen, so it's a good ink cartridge in there. I've been using them at work on like oily stuff and things like that, and actually they do write well. The other purpose you can do, which you do ruin the pen doing it, but you can remove the end here, unscrew this, or bend and break that up, and then you break this little ball part off. So then what you're left with is this arrow part, and that curve and that natural part of the pen, believe it or not, works beautiful to go right inside the keyhole and twist and turn and access as a key to unlock almost all manufacturers and brands of handcuffs that use a traditional key like this. So a simple $9 pen nowadays can be used for all kinds of purposes and also for escaping and things like that as well in a situation. And it's pretty much sturdy enough that, I mean, combined with something like that, that would be pretty good, whatnot. But you see where I'm going like that for a force multiplier. So it could be a nice addition for something like that as well. So just a cool little piece of kit to keep around. And that's one reason why we carry those.
check your local and state laws though. Don't just carry a handcuff key all willy nilly.
Yeah. And oh, yes. Yeah. Definitely handcuffs. Definitely check your state laws. Definitely. That's where I've gone to. I was gonna bring my keys, but because of lock pickers, I can't show you guys my keys unless I tape the bidding first, and I didn't prep that at a time. So, but
Every
I have
single
a
lock
couple
picker will have
survival.
like every key to your house and every key to your car.
Yeah, exactly. So I can't show that stuff unless I prep it first. New house
That's
will be
why I haven't pulled
screenshot and
my.
everything,
I
and it'll
got
be
like
like,
a
"Hey, look,
nice.
I recreated all your keys."
I've got like a nice Victos thing like this that all my keys are on, and I haven't showed that yet either because my keys are on it. Same reason.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Texas. That's what's up. Yeah, Texas is like Florida. You can carry just about anything. Like I've heard you can't walk down Florida without finding a gun laying on the street, basically, you know.
No, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. Grandmas are strapped everywhere. It's constitutional carry, so everybody can carry, and they are.
Yes, as it should be in every state. I think it's ridiculous, honestly. I live in a non-constitutional carry state, and it
Well,
upsets me
if
every
you
time
think
I think
about it,
about
like
it.
just the going through the CCW process and all that is just kind of counterproductive to your rights, I think.
Well, I had one in another state that was transferable, I think, to 38 states, but not to the current state I live in. I'm like, yeah, go figure. Ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah. I think what is it like? Yeah, I think that's like the Kentucky one they call it a lot of times referred to or whatnot. That's like good in like 30 something states. Like, yeah, I was in like the breadbasket, middle of the country, more or less, without saying too much when I had my CCW and before I moved to where I am now. And I'm like, man, I regret that.
Oh, trust me.
Well, what are you thinking, Bando? You want to roll this in, or
How long we've been going? 92 minutes?
hour and 34 minutes?
Oh yeah, we can roll it up. I
Yeah.
got kids to go get pretty soon, and if anybody wants to see like something, maybe they can shout it out real quick, and I'll show it, and then we'll wrap it up.
Yeah. Another thing I like, a watch is good too. I wear the classic G-Shock. Can't get too complicated, too over, that's a $90 G-Shock and it's on me every day. Gets used and abused in the elements, drugged through the mud, all kinds of stuff, and it's held up so far. So
My
good watch
ultras.
is definitely
I got
handy
a.
too.
I'm an Apple lover till I die, so I got my Ultra too, but it's plugged up right now. It was dead. It'll last about 3 days, and then it's seems like it just dies at the most inopportune times now. So I wouldn't recommend a smartwatch to fall back on as far as your EDC and that sort of thing. Maybe carry like a G-Shock or something like that in your bag.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, they're pretty good. If it's a new battery, new watch, they pretty much are like tried and true and tested through the troops,
Well,
so
like
you can't go wrong.
that's like the uniform with a brand new PFC or Lance Corporal is because they don't let you have when you're in boot camp for the Marine Corps. They don't let you have watches or anything
Smart
like that.
watches.
Only the guide is allowed to have a watch. So nobody else
Yeah.
knows what time it is the whole time. So everybody, once they get out of boot camp, they're obsessed with what time it is now. And so they go out and they go to the PX and they buy like every G-Shock there is. You know what I mean? So that's just I think everybody in the Marine Corps has got a G-Shock or something at least. I got a Cinto core that I carried for a long time.
Oh, nice. What's the
Yeah.
the Garmin one there that a lot of people use? But like once you're like I've heard too, like you can't use them when you're in basic stuff like that. But then even now, like you can't use the smartwatches if you're in any type of building with like technology or information going on because it can be used, for hacking things like that. So you have to take them off or can't even wear them. So a lot of
Right.
guys that are like high up, they use dive watches and stuff like that or Rolexes.
I would
So
recommend
that's
for
how you'll
somebody
know they're
like
high up
that,
in
like
income. Or
one of those Maritac watches from Countycom.
yep.
They're about they're in like the $200 mark, I think, or less than 300 at least, and they are awesome watches.
I used to have an automatic watch, Nola. Who made that? It was oh shoot. It was a perpetual oyster perpetual watch. So as you were walking and the swinging of your arm motion would charge it.
Oh,
Citizen. It
cool.
was a Citizen watch. Citizen something watch, and it had a little solar panel on it. That was a pretty cool watch. It was some type of Citizen one, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody asked our favorite knives, our favorite knife. No, our new house asked favorite knife. That's a hard one. It really is.
For me, it's this guy right now, the ESCE Pacaya.
The Eco Drive. That's what it was, Nola. Yeah, that's a nice knife to be your current favorite. I could see that.
So it's a good little package. I'm so glad that I went with Oak City Leather. I mean, couldn't be more happy with that company.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a nice one too. Looks solid. The case too. Everything like complements each other. It's just a beautiful setup.
Here's like the standard cheese that they make. You know what I mean? And if you put it up against this, it's thicker even. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
they
Yeah. No.
taper it down and everything like that. They really shape it to the knife, and so that way you're not just carrying this a bunch of bulk. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. It took me a while to get used to sheaths like that, where there was no strap or anything on it to kind of hold it, like more or less the bush style.
Hmm.
Really, it took me a while, but and I have a couple. I would like to get a couple more. And then I want to get some of like the sideways carry straps. I forget what that term's called right now.
It's just horizontal carry, but
Or also some
people
kind of
call it scout carry.
Yeah, yep. I think that's the term I was looking for. So yeah, I want to look into getting some sheaths like that for some different knives as well. But
This
yeah,
guy, he does that. So you can order a sheath from him without the clip and see how he's got the two holes here. You could carry it, scout carry, and he makes the leather loops for it.
yeah,
So
yeah,
that's
yeah.
something if you're thinking about, if you
That'd be
just
cool.
see if he has your knife in stock, or if he'll take it, and if he'll take it and it's a popular knife, he might take it and start making stuff out of it.
Well, it might be time to get a new fixed blade, anyways. I've been kind of digging that one you got over there. There's a few others
Yeah,
I've been digging too.
I like that. I like either one of these. Both of these I've been trading out every day. Both the Cincillo and but they're both ESE American made knives. Less than $200. You can find them every day. Smoky Mountain Knife Works. I mean, Blade HQ. You name it, they've got it, and they're readily available and easy to find. And I think anybody, they're kind of no brainers. One's, let me make sure I'm not tripping over my words here. This one's CPM 3V, and the other one's the Cincillo's Magna Cut. So, Magna Cut's pretty sweet. Magna Cut's really popular right now. So if you're into that and you live somewhere coastal like I do,
Yeah, those are nice.
that might be something to look into because it's super corrosion resistant.
Yeah, yeah. It's like titanium's good for that kind of stuff, salt water, things like that.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think we'll wrap it up. I mean, seems to be it. I don't see any other questions stuff in there, and appreciate everybody popping in. I mean, it's been a great time. Good hanging out with everyone and trying to answer questions. And we're gonna try to do more of this. If you guys like it or have any suggestions, drop it in the comments after the video is uploaded. And next time we'll probably host it on Bando's channel, and I'll be the guest over there, and we'll do some stuff, and we'll try to do a little better planning, announce it, and we'll maybe do some bag dumps, something like that, or any suggestions you guys have. Let us know.
Heck yeah.
All righty, y'all. Everyone, take care. Have a good one.
Have a good one, guys.